the unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. For the final time in the regular season, it's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here we go. Right to the air, it's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. He's to the 15. And he will score. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The lefty right to the air to start. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. From the gun, here's Tua. Quick throw, taken in. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third and long. Here's Tua. He's going to look for the home run ball.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Gibson to return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Pistol snap back to Fields. A pass deep for Reynolds. And he's down inside
chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here we go. Fields now to throw on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane.
So there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here's two. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tua. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's fourth down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
First down. Fields. This one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Here's 1st and 10. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. From the shotgun, it's Fields. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Extra point try now for Zerline. It's up and through. And the Jets looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Throwing is Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Now a first down throw for Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's knocked into the hands of Xavier Gipson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Fields from the gun on third down. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down up past the 35. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Tua going to give it to Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Checking it down. This one is caught.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's down the field and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Pistol snap back to Fields. Now he'll air one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. And that's the catch that puts him over the top. He has set the NFL record. The most receptions in a single season. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Fields from the pistol. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw great.
And he will score again. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That's his third touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Tua now on first down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. In motion, it's Waddle. To the air again, Tagovailoa. Going up top. And this will be incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Tua to throw again. That is caught left side by Waddle. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Again, it's Tua. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The extra point is good. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Fake the handoff. Now Tua. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa sending it deep for Waddle. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. To throw is Tua. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They will run it over center with Hall. And not much room to speak of there. He'll get this one only to about the 3. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Jets first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man, that's Gibson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's good for a Jets.
Throwing is Fields. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's 2 and out on second down. That one incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. They're going to go. It's Tua. That is hard down the field. He's got it. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A shotgun snap for Tua. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. De'Von Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On the give, it's Hall. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd down. It's Fields. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10 now from the 36. Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. In motion, it's Waddle. To throw on second down, it's Tua. High throw, but it's reeled in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is caught left side by Waddle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one. It just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Tua now on third down. There's that man again. Another catch. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Miami. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, for the point after. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left, and the score remains right where it's at. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. It's 1st down, and it's Paul. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. Here's 2. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down. Fields. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Here comes Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Fields going to look to run this himself. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, New York. Now Zerline for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Slot receiver headed right. On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua going for it all. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here with Paul. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the shotgun, it's Fields. side. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st down. From the gun, here's Tua. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Tua to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Touchdown, Miami.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So While they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. That scored. Too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll try the right side with Hall, and he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18.